Hi guys, it's Amy from Nail Polish Baby 90 and welcome to today's video. Today I'm here with a massive IMATS haul and chit chat, as you've probably seen from the thumbnail. I did a lot of shopping and there's going to be a lot to talk about. This video is going to be a long one, I should say that off the bat. If it's less than 25 minutes, I will be impressed. I also have my son in the room with me today, so if you do hear any stuff like that, that is just Austin chipping in his opinion. So IMATS is the International Makeup Artist Trade Show. It happens once a year in six times a year, but once a year in 6 different locations around the world. So there may be one in your country if you're watching this from another country. I know it's definitely America, Canada, Australia and England, but I'm not sure if there's any more. And the one obviously I attended was London. It was at the Kensington Olympia and it was on the 4th of June, I want to say, that's when we went. I went with my amazing friend Ruth. We've been friends for a really long time. She was one of my bridesmaids. She's stunning. And if I wanted to talk about makeup with any of my friends, she would be the one that I would go and talk to it about. So I've had this planned in the diary for a while now. The tickets when they went on sale originally were £45. I believe if they hadn't sold out, you could buy some on the door, but I'm not sure about that. Like I say, they were £45 for one day. It does run for the entire weekend, and although it says it's a makeup artist trade show, it was only makeup artists only on the Friday. It was just general sale and anybody could go on the Saturday and Sunday. So we got there about 9:30, about 30 minutes after the doors are open, and there was still a massive queue to get in. So it probably took us about 15 minutes to get to the front of the line and get in. What was really cool about it is as soon as you got in, you got a stamp on your wrist, which meant you could leave and re-enter the venue at any time. And you also got given one of these giant bags. You got one of these. You also got a booklet with like a guide to what was happening. Let me see if I can find it. And you also got a map. So this was the guide, and there also was a map that was in there so you could see all the booths and everything. So quite an incentive of going to this, other than seeing all of the makeup and all of the brands, is that you do get a discount. Everybody gets a discount off of most of the stands. In fact, all of the stands, apart from one, were offering a discount. And I don't mean to sound like, oh, they should be giving a discount out, because they don't have to. But I just found it weird that they weren't, and that was Urban Decay. I didn't actually buy anything from Urban Decay. They didn't have any of their Alice in Wonderland stuff there at all. They ran out of their Naked Skin Concealer, which is what I was going to get very early in the day, and no one was getting a discount other than if you were a professional. So just from my side of things, that just wasn't, it was just weird seeing as everybody else, MAC, Bobbi Brown, everybody else was offering a discount on their retail prices. Well, that's the thing. So one of the first places that we went to was NYX. NYX was the longest queue of the day. I don't know why in a way, because I understand that it might have been before because they weren't available in our high street, but now this is available in one of our drugstores. But what can you say? I believe NYX was offering 10 or 15% off. And there was no swatching at the NYX stand. I don't think it's because they were so demand, so there was no samples. You just had to pick up what was there and go. So one of the first things that I got was the NYX First Base Priming Spray. Now the reason why I got this was because I was going to pick up a full size of an Urban Decay one or a Skindinavia one, but I didn't. I only saw Skindinavia and they only had setting sprays, and Urban Decay weren't doing a discount. So I decided to pick up this one and give it a go. I've really just started enjoying using that, especially in the summer. I'm all about facial mists and facial sprays. Also in here I picked up the NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder. The powder that I currently use in my eyebrows is just a Too Faced eyeshadow. So I thought I would actually get an appropriate brow product. And as you can see, I got mine in dark brown. And I think that this is a wax or a gel to hold them in place. That's what I think, and that's what I'm going to go with. This is in the shade dark brown, so I picked up one of those. Now I picked up two of the kind of setting priming products, and I didn't mean to. I wanted this, which is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the colour Milk, to get a white base. But when I went over to them originally, they were all out of stock. So next to them was the eyeshadow eye base in white. So I picked up one of those. But as I was going to the till, they then came out and restocked the jumbo eye pencils. So I ended up buying both. So I don't know which one I'm going to use more or not, but when I first got into makeup, when I first started doing YouTube, what I loved to do was do like kind of like a whitish base and then do a really nice dark grey crease. And I'm hoping that I will be able to emulate that and even make it even brighter with those products. So that was the eyeshadow base in white and the jumbo eye pencil in Milk. One of the things I really wanted to do at IMATS was to get some more lip products because I don't have a huge amount in my collection. I'm not very confident at putting products on my lips. I find that they all look, well, they make my teeth really yellow. That's one of my biggest self-consciousness about me. But I thought I would try some other products. And the first one that I got was another of the NYX Butter Glosses. I do own a few more. I'm wearing, what one am I wearing today? Cupcake. I need to probably put some more on. But this one that I got from IMATS was in Apple Strudel. And it's more of a light corally nudie colour. I tend to go for coral in everything. That's my comfortable shade. But I found that this was a little bit more orangey and a little bit more of a nude, subdued colour. So I picked that one up. So that was in the colour Apple Strudel. And everybody that bought anything from the NYX stand was also given a sample of the Lancome Energie de Vie, which I believe is a serum. When that was squished out on our hands, I think it was just a clear gel colour. So, can't complain about a free sample. As you went straight into the venue itself, you were greeted with the stand for Royal Langnickel up here. And they were the actual sponsors of the event. And we decided I didn't go to them at the start because when we first went in, that booth was obviously the first thing people saw and it was really, really busy. So we actually caught it on our way out. And my friend Ruth and I are suckers for anything that is a different colour. And I picked up some blue makeup brushes. I picked the set up in the blue shade and I picked the one with the powder, crease, brow, eyeshade and duo fibre. My friend got the purple set and she got in just the eye brushes. There was a lot of variety around. They all felt really nice when I tested them and they also come in a lovely white travel pouch, so impressed with that. From Crown Brush, I got not as many as I thought. That was another stand that was really, really busy when we originally went over there, so I kind of grabbed a few of what I knew I wanted and then I hoped we would go back, but we didn't actually go back in the end. So I got a Chiseled Fluff Brush, which is the BK1539. I was basically in the market for some more eye brushes because I tend to use the same 2 or 3 over and over again. The other one that I got was the Pro Blending Crease Brush, which is the C441, which looks beautiful. And then I wanted another contour brush, so I got the Small Cheek Contour, which is the SS360. Because at the moment the contour brush that I use is the one from Real Techniques, which is quite a small one, so I'm quite used to having a little small chisel brush there. I don't know what discount they were offering, but all of these were a very affordable price. Again, kind of ranging similar to the Lancome Nickel. They were ranging between kind of £3 for the smaller ones, and then all the way up to kind of probably a bit more expensive, maybe £12 for a big face brush. At most of the stores, what was happening was if you needed a specific colour, like at MAC, they would give you a number and then they would kind of fill your bag up in like a holding area, and at the end when you would pay, they would give you all the products. Because obviously, I imagine quite a lot was stolen on the day from different brands because some of them were just kind of giving you out products as and when. But that's what MAC, Bobbi Brown, Makeup Forever, they all did this kind of similar thing. I want to say as well, so the people that worked at IMATS, most of you, like 90% of them were amazing, did a really great stand-up job, seeing as it was hectic and they were trying their best to colour match people and to provide good customer service, so really amazing to all the staff from all the brands. So these were 2 things that I had on my list, so I knew I wanted to get them. The first one is the MAC Concealer Pro Longwear Concealer in NW15. Now I have this in NW20 and I am wearing that today. I find that it matches my skin, but maybe too much. I don't really think it gives me much of a highlighting effect under my eyes, so sometimes I find it's a little darkening, and it's really great for the like spots and blemishes. So I thought I would just go one shade lighter and get this one for a little bit of a highlighting effect. I haven't used any of these products yet, so when I do, I will let you guys know what I think. And the other product from MAC was my very first MAC lipstick. I've wanted one of these for a really long time. I've just never got around to buying them. And again, like I said earlier, I'm a bit self-conscious and I don't really know what suits me. But recently I saw Holly from Miss Holly Berries doing a video and she showed one of these. And it was actually this lipstick, and it is the Cream Machine formula and it is in the shade Cream Cup. And it's kind of like a dusty rose colour. I'm not going to swatch it. And when I saw it on her and when I saw her in person, I just thought, you will be my first MAC lipstick. So I picked up one of those, and MAC was 15% off of everything, so quite a lot of people were kind of getting their staples. I saw a lot of people getting concealers and powders and foundations, because if you're somebody that wears MAC all the time, the opportunity to get it for cheap is obviously a good opportunity. What's also great about most of the stands, I've just seen this in my bag, is that quite a lot of them had facial wipes or baby wipes, so if you wanted to try and swatch stuff on your hands, you could then remove it, which I found really helpful. Some of them didn't, and then this stand was the first one that did, and this is Beauty Bee Cosmetics, and I believe it's an online e-tailer, and it sold a lot of brands. Let me see if I've got their card. So I think I've got a discount card. Yeah, they gave us a discount card for 10% off of our next order, and it's just beautybeecosmetics.com. So it's got brands like Sigma, Galactic, Morphe, Makeup Eraser, Z Palette, the Balm, LA Girl, Milani. So there's a lot of different things at this one. The first thing that I picked up was the small 9-pan Z palette. I've always wanted a Z palette, mainly because in Birchbox, when they give you samples of stuff or they give you actual full-size makeup items, they are normally just in the circle tins and never in a pan or never in a palette. So I thought that I could kind of put all of those sort of samples in this, and I would definitely get more use out of it. Let me see if I've got a receipt. I can't actually find my receipt, but I believe off the top of my head that these were £5 for a small one, and they were doing a deal that if you bought a small and a big one, small and a medium one together, they were cheaper. I then picked up some of the Squeaky Clean Brush Shampoo by the Brush Guard. I don't actually own a cleaning shampoo. All the ones that I've used in the past are normally just Johnson's baby shampoo, so I really wanted to try an actual designed brush shampoo. So what I liked about this one is it had a lot of aloe vera and organic products in it, lavender, vegetable glycerin, jojoba oil, just a lot of natural and organic products in here, so I thought I would give that one a go, and that was £5 for this size bottle. I then got an LA Girl Pro Conceal. Now, the hype on YouTube about these has been absolutely real. Everybody seems to say they're amazing and really affordable. This was a £5 for this size, and I got it in the lightest shade possible, which was porcelain. It should be okay. When in doubt, I always kind of get the lightest or the lightest but one shade. So I got that as well. I also chucked in a free mirror for people that spent over a certain amount, and I obviously must have done that. I got my very first Sigma brush, and this is the Sigma Round Top Beauty F82. Now, I love the feel of this. I think this was £12. It just is so dense and lovely. A reason why I got a round top one is because one of the brushes that I use all the time is the Real Techniques buffing brush, and I thought that this one was kind of similar, very dense, very buffing, and I love it. So I'm really excited to try my first ever Sigma brush. Look at me, I'm a real YouTuber. One of my biggest splurges of the day was the Nude Dude palette by the Balm. I have the original Nude Tude, and when I had them side by side, I wasn't sure whether to buy this or not, but then I realised that I actually like this one more than the original. Like I said, I have the original Nude Tude, and that one is really nice, but it's got a couple of shades that I never use. Like, it's got like a yellow and 2 pinks that I never use. The Nude Dude is a lot more neutral shades. Let me block my face out. It's so stunning, and it's on the body of dudes. So I'm really looking forward to using this one. Like I say, I love the original, so I know that I'm going to be enjoying the formula and everything of this one. This one was my biggest splurge of the day. This was £24, but no regrets. We're actually on our last product, so maybe I didn't buy as much as I remembered buying. Another thing on my list that I really wanted to buy for the day was a Makeup Forever foundation. They also gave out these cute little Makeup Forever bags. I really found the price for these are really quite reasonable, and there were another one that were offering 15% off. So I believe the foundation was regularly 18, so it was like 16 something, I think it was. There was also a couple of women there that were helping people with shades. A lovely American girl helped me with mine because I really didn't have any idea on what to go for, and I hope I've got the right tone. I haven't worn it yet. It was between this or one lighter shade, and the one that was lighter looked really ghosty, so I'm hoping this matches me, and this is in Y215. I'm really hoping this matches me. I need to give it a go and try it out for myself. But they had their full range. They had the brand new aqua liners there. They were one of the most impressive stalls for me of the day. There was just, like I say, a lot of staff. It was very professional, very helpful. They were also one of the stands that was also, as well as doing makeup, as they did special effects makeup. So on one half they were doing all the selling, and on the other half they were turning a man and a woman into these creatures, which was really nice to see. Surprisingly, it wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. I thought I had a lot more to talk about. Obviously, in the haze and days, I thought I'd bought more products, but that still is quite a lot of money's worth of products. And one more thing, I realised when I packed everything away, I'd left this in the bag. So I also picked up a Ben 9 neutral set, the like colourless one, and that was £4.60, and then it had 20% off, so a real bargain. This was another one of the things that I really had on my list that I wanted to pick up from IMATS, so I'm really happy that I got it. The other things that were going on is they had the part of the makeup team from the film The Revenant were there, and they were making up Leonardo DiCaprio's stunt double into obviously the character in The Revenant. And then they had the talks going on throughout the day. So they had a lady that does Doctor Who makeup, they had some of the people from American Horror Story makeup, people from Game of Thrones makeup, which a lot of people were really happy about. And I believe that only happened on Saturday, and there was different people coming in and doing talks on the Sunday. So it was just a really like eye-opening day. There was so many different types of people there. There was people in drag, there was people in fancy dress, there was kind of like, I don't know, like what is normal, but people just like me, like other mums. There was younger people, lots of older people, there was professionals, there was men, women. There was just a big old mix coming together for the love of makeup. Like I say, the only bummed out things for me was that there was no brands like NARS or Benefit, and the Urban Decay weren't doing a discount. The other thing that I kind of wanted to see, like, I would have liked to have bought some nail polish, but there was no nail polish to be seen anywhere. None. And I looked at every stand, there was nothing. It was also great to see lots of new brands, because there was a lot of brands giving out free samples and things, trying to get people into their brand, seeing the mainstream brands, the not so mainstream brands. It was just a really eye-opening day. So if you live near any of them and it's in your price range, I would definitely recommend going if you have the chance. I probably will go next year, although next year I might leave to buy my ticket to a bit short notice so I can see what brands are going to be there. If it's the same brands as this year, I would maybe skip it, but if it was some different brands or more brands, I would definitely go again. So let me know down below if you've been to any of the IMATS and what ones you went to, and also tell me if you've tried out any of the products that I've mentioned today. I'd be happy to hear your reviews. Hopefully they're good, because I've bought the money, I've spent the money and I've bought them. And I will see you guys very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, bye bye.